Have you ever heard, I don't really like going to Mass because I don't get very much out of it? Or, I find Mass pretty boring. Perhaps you have thought these things yourself. So why do we as Catholics make such a big deal about going to Mass? At every Mass, heaven meets earth. Think about it. We may not always be able to see this reality or to feel it at every Mass because it is veiled from us in this life. But at every Mass, heaven opens up and we are brought into the eternal liturgy where, as the book of Revelation tells us, we are with the angels and saints praising God day and night, where we also join together with all of our ancestors and relatives and friends who have gone before us in this life. Jesus promised us, I will remain with you always, even until the end of the world. At every celebration of the Mass, Jesus Christ makes himself present to us on the altar, body, blood, soul, and divinity. He communicates his very life to us. This encounter with the living Jesus gives us the strength we need to face the joys and trials of every day because we go forward with him, confident in his love for us. The Eucharistic revival is shaking us awake and reminding us to enkindle in our hearts a lively awareness that God is with us at every moment in all the tabernacles of the world, even until the end of time. How can you and I participate more fully at Mass? Vatican II's document on the liturgy, Sacrosanctum Concilium, encouraged Catholics to a full, conscious, and active participation at every Mass. Many people have taken this phrase to mean becoming a reader or becoming an extraordinary minister of Holy Communion. While these things can certainly be helpful in encouraging our devotion, the essential participation that is asked of us is first and foremost an interior disposition of the heart. How can we be more fully and consciously aware of the Lord whom we encounter in the Eucharist at every Mass? Here are 3 simple ideas to keep in mind for the next time you go to Mass. First of all, prepare for Mass ahead of time. Read the readings before you go to Mass, and if possible, take time in silence to reflect on them. Arrive a few minutes before Mass begins so that you can get you and your family settled. Secondly, as you are going to Holy Communion, consciously focus your mind and heart. It's a great opportunity to make an act of faith. Something like, Jesus, I truly believe that you are present to me in the Holy Eucharist. Or offer your communion for a special intention. And lastly, take time to offer a heartfelt thanksgiving after you receive Holy Communion. It can be tempting to look at other people going up to communion or to think about leaving early so that you can make it to another appointment. However, resist the urge. Maybe even close your eyes. Talk to Jesus. Thank him for the gift of himself. Tell him how much you love him. Tell him what's on your heart. Ask him for the strength that you need to make the decisions that are before you this very day. Renewing our attention at Mass through a few simple practices can make a big difference in our full, conscious, and active participation. It can also increase our gratitude for the greatest gift that the Lord can give us, the gift of himself.